So if you find yourself showing up to do the thing that you are passionate about, that you have really, oh, is it gonna rain? I might get under that tree. All right, we'll hold for thunder. But if you find yourself continuously trying to show up for the passion that you have, for the thing you want to do, and say you do that one art show, then immediately after you're like, oh my God, am I capable of like continuing this? Am I capable of more? It's raining. You asking yourself that is not because you're not capable. You asking yourself that is simply like a doorway opening up for you because it's another portal of shadow work, basically, that your body is like inviting you to explore. It's another portal of being. It's like, hey, we see how much you're doing, how much work you're putting in, and these limiting beliefs you have about yourself that might prevent you from fully showing up in your authenticity, fully showing up in your beauty. And so every time you do something new, we're going to continue illuminating these limiting beliefs inside you. So that way you can work through them. I kind of love this vibe. Okay, little scenery change because it rained, but then it stopped raining. So there is magic in the barriers or blockages that you come up against when you begin to follow your intuition, when you begin to follow the path for yourself, like that deep knowing that is guiding you towards something that you know you've got to do, but you're really scared to do. And you start to take little steps towards it. And then you meet these what I call portals, because they are not locked doors. I think it's really common that we find ourselves meeting what we perceive as locked doors and then thinking, oh, I can't do it. I can't do it. I don't feel good enough, you know? But that feeling of not feeling good enough is an invitation for you to go deeper into that, to be curious about it, is an invitation for you to walk through that portal. Because the moment that you step through that and actually befriend that feeling is the moment that more magic starts unfolding for you. The moment that more doors and more portals open up for you. It's like the feeling of not good enough is the troll. You have a portal troll, and the troll is telling you, you cannot pass, you're not good enough. You can't do it. But there's that part inside of you that's like, I got the coins. I can pay this troll. I don't even have to pay this troll. I could literally ignore this troll. But here's the thing, that troll's gonna come back. Okay, I'm getting really off topic here, but in my head it's all making sense, right? Because if you keep trying to ignore this feeling of not good enough and you try to bypass it and keep forcing your way into your purpose and into your path, that feeling's just gonna keep coming back. The troll is gonna keep coming back because now you've got a debt to pay. But when you when you give your coins to the troll is like, okay. So the coins in this story, in this example, is your energy, is your attention. When you give your attention to not feeling good enough, it's saying, hey, I see you. That is a very real feeling because you keep coming up no matter what I try to do. And something in me believes you, or else you wouldn't be here. Something in me feels like you're right. So, what can I do for you? Right? Because this feeling of not good enough is really just asking us to show up for it. It's asking us to care for it and tend for it. There is a wound there that needs attention, needs to be healed. There's something that's coming up there that's like, I want love, man. I want to feel some love right now. And I don't feel good enough to receive your love. And the moment that you're like, hey, I love you so much. I love you so, so much. There is nothing that you could do, nothing that you could say that would make me love you any less. because all of this pain that you feel, all of this is just asking to be loved. The part of you that doesn't feel good enough is not the part of you that needs to be ignored and shoved past and forced into a hole or a box. It's the part of you that you need to get closer to. You need to befriend. That you need to say, hey, love you. The wounds that we have that tell us we're not good enough, think about them as like physical wounds on your body, right? Say you have a strawberry on your leg. Okay, you fell off your bike, you scraped your knee, and now you have a big old wound. The wound keeps scabbing over, and you keep trying to pick it, trying to force it into healing. But what you're actually doing is reopening the wound over and over and over again. And it's like part of you is ignoring the beauty that's happening in just this really gentle tending, this cleaning, this salving, saying, I love you, please get better soon. You're doing an amazing job forming your collagen back together. The point is that picking a scab is not going to heal the wound faster, and trying to force yourself into healing by bypassing those feelings of not good enough is not going to make you heal any faster. The point is that tending to our wounds, like really showing up for them, asking them what they need from us, and then providing that for yourself is like the key to healing. Because you know what happens, you know what you're actually asking when you're asking yourself, what do you need from me? You're asking your intuition. You're asking like the deepest knowing in your body. That voice that just happens like that, like that, that. That's who you're asking. And we so often do not trust that voice because we're like, nah, it couldn't be that. It is that. Trust that. Trust yourself. Trust your knowing because it's guiding you to some incredible places. Trust the part of you that's creating this portal of, I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm capable of this. Trust that part of you and ask it, what do you need from me to do this? How can I help you? How can I serve you? How can I love you? And whatever the first thing they say is, do it. Honor that. And then the troll will say, you can pass. And you pass through the portal. Look at this Spanish moss, which actually looks like a stick figure. It looks like this. That's what it looks like. Finally, it's happened to me right in front of my face, and I just cannot hide it. That's what happens when you listen to your intuition. The song Finally, whatever that song is called, that's what happens when you follow your intuition. That song just starts playing everywhere.